Hello. The current issue that I would like to discuss is when a person of authority that has taken oath to serve and protect abuse that power. Police brutality is one of several forms of police misconduct, which include false arrest, intimidation, racial profiling, political repression, surveillance abuse, sexual abuse, and police corruption. On March 25, 2011, Niles, Michigan police officer Ivory Cross, 25, was arrested and faces charges for criminal sexual conduct involving a 19-year-old male inmate. As reported by WSBT Channel 22 News, he is preliminarily charged with one count of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, two counts of second-degree criminal sexual conduct, and one count of obstructing justice. Cross is currently suspended from duty pending the outcome of the investigation. According to officers from the Niles Police Department and a detective from Michigan State Police, Cross was working the afternoon shift at Niles Justice Complex on March 17th when he engaged in inappropriate sexual conduct with a 19-year-old male in custody in one of the holding cells. Ivory Cross was an assistant football coach for the Niles Varsity High School for several years. His hearing is scheduled for Thursday, March 31st, 2011. The same afternoon, on Friday, March 25th, Jeremy Shane Hall, 33, a sergeant of the Russellville Police Department in Russellville, Alabama, had been charged with 3 counts of custodial sexual abuse against 3 female prisoners. In related news, on Monday, March 28, 2011, according to Channel 7 News, Aurora, Colorado officer Michael Mangino, age 50, was being held on charges of sexual exploitation of a child and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. In addition to those 2 felonies, he is also facing one misdemeanor charge, official misconduct. According to the report, he used his power to persuade a 15-year-old female runaway to take naked pictures of her in the bathroom at the hospital he was transporting her to for a drug screening. After a search warrant was issued, photos were found on his phone of several women when he was possibly on duty. He is currently a community resource officer and a DARE instructor in 6 elementary schools in the city of Aurora. There is an additional investigation underway because of a video image of a young girl that was found on his phone. The Aurora City Police Department is asking any victims to come forward. There is great concern about the potential that there are other victims of abuse of his power and trust as a police officer. Similar findings shown that Michael Mangino is the second officer involved in the DARE program to be arrested in the last 4 months in Aurora. In December 2010, Sergeant Morgan Selman was arrested on suspicion of sexual exploitation of children for possession of child pornography. Selman was the DARE program coordinator and did not deal with students directly, but was in charge of managing the administrative tasks, budgets, and supplies. With further research, I found over 20 similar charges that happened this year alone, involving police officers for various charges such as DUI, theft, domestic violence, assault, and stalking. The main issue is abuse of power, more familiarly known as police brutality. It's the intentional use of excessive force, usually physical, but potentially also in the form of verbal attacks and psychological intimidation by a police officer.